Always a binge compilable.
But first, it's that magical time of the year. And by that I mean magical time of every 3 months, maybe. When something so cute and so squishy comes into existence, you can't help but let the intrusive thoughts win. After all, be baby, do crime. I mean, the acai plush is here. Oh my god, yay, look at it. You can finally have Grape's little baby sister in your life. Look at her, she's so cute. She got little tints of blue in her ears. She's got the little teardrop hair flick on her head. It's so cute. And also, same deal as always. If you hit the 200 goal, I will draw Sienna, and this time being a really, really good mom. But I'm sure you wouldn't need that kind of incentive to do the goal. I mean, look at her. You wouldn't want to upset her now, would you? Would you? I had the gas man come who was very, very Texan. And he told me about propane lines. And when he was walking through my living room, he spots one of my Miku figures and goes, "That looks like one of those Genshin Impacts," in his country accent. Life's great. Wait, you can erase an entire solid color? Bro's never heard of the magic wand tool. Wizards making fun of me at the sorcery club. Hatsune Miku in Fortnite confirmed, coming 2025. Hatsune Miku! Sorry, I put aviator sunglasses on the baby Jesus in your nativity scene and started singing Highway to the Manger Zone. It'll likely happen again next year. Video games cause violence. Meanwhile, me reloading my save because I accidentally made one of my characters sad. I'm sorry, Tiki, I'll never do it again. I think every language needs a smiley face looking character. You know, Arabic has the letter T. They're besties. Nah, you just wrote shit. Gonna start a company where people pay me $400 a month for access to pizza. And when they want pizza, they call me for pre-authorization. And I tell them where they can go, how much they can buy, and what kind they can get. My company will pay for 50% after the first $250 spent. You guys got it now? This is a joke about American health insurance. Do you get it? You know, you say you dislike turn-based combat, yet you constantly get into beef on Twitter. Curious, Replace the concept of intrusive thoughts with Twitch chat, and it's much easier to ignore them. I should do that. My 3-year-old told me that when she was in my belly, she had toys to play with. And the toys are still in there. So that's terrible news. Twitter/X no longer states if a tweet has been edited. Welcome to X, the misinformation app. Getting ready to move, and I'm sad because I've been building up this dust layer on my Vita, and it might get disturbed. The sheer disrespect you gave to that Vita is almost commendable. Play the grinder notification noise at Christmas dinner to see which conservative relatives panically check their phone ringer. Delightful. Trigger warning, arachnophobia. Okay. Some species of burrowing spiders keep teeny tiny frogs in their burrows to keep it free of bugs too small for the spider to get that might try to eat the spider's eggs. This means that tiny frogs are spider cats. You know, even if you hate spiders, you can't hate this. That's the most precious thing I've ever seen. Ugh, why are IT guys such dicks? Well, last week I drove 2 hours to push the power button on a server that 3 separate people assured me was already on. You know, she was new in town and didn't have any friends until she decided to trust a handsome stranger. Hallmark movies and true crime podcasts. Oh, fuck, it's true. Would you live here? I had to sell my evil lair. You're using it for a meme. Brain rot has been named Oxford University 2024's word of the year. Brain rot, supposed deterioration of a person's mental or intellectual state, especially viewed as a result of overconsumption of material,
now particularly online content considered to be trivial or unchallenging. Also, something characterized is likely to lead to such deterioration, like finding out that brain rot has been named Oxford University 2024's
James Gunn's Creature Commandos debuts with 100% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, Rotten Tomatoes ain't reliable, though. Then watch it and form your own opinion. That debut score is good enough for me to give it a try. Why not you? Was looking into Eggman's 2006 ship design and noticed his chair had circular connectors, similar to his own on the back of his suit. Was the idea behind those ridiculous things in the front to extra wire him into the larger mechs like Egg Wyvern but left unused? Yo, Eggman! You got your Doc Ock tentacles around the wrong way!
Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up!
I try to talk to strangers on the internet like we are chatting in line at a grocery store together. Some of you talk to strangers on the internet like you're having active road rage at all times. The bad part of getting older is that you become an NPC. The good part is that being an NPC rocks. Nothing like walking down the street with a thought bubble that's just a sandwich you're looking forward to. Protagonism is best left to the teens and the insane. And the insane teens. Maybe not the insanes who think they are teens. That's, maybe. It has been either 438 or 0 days since Markiplier was in the hospital, I guess. Both wrong. Mark, what did you do? My daughter and I going down the headcanon rabbit hole. Start. In The Great Mouse Detective, is there a mouse equivalent to Mycroft Holmes? And frantically figuring out if the mouse Franz Ferdinand was killed and started Mouse World War I. You know, freedom of speech isn't freedom from repercussions. That's why everyone who works at retail doesn't tell you to go fuck yourself. Keep that in mind the next time you see someone complain about saying something really fucking stupid on the internet, and then they have to deal with the consequences of it. They're not getting censored, they're getting punished. And finally, the Joker. It's the Joker, guy. Look at it. Oops, I sneezed on my pineapple.
Dude, you gotta play the new Sony exclusive. It's like an action game where half the time you're just walking behind someone while they exposit, and occasionally you get to hit square/shoot and the same 3 enemy types. But get this, the story? It's about how being a dad is the most epic game of all.
Can I be fully honest? This is kind of why I'm enjoying FF16 versus FF7 Remake.
Inside of you, there are 2 wolves. Inside Mozart, there were like 11 or 12. That's why they called him Wolfgang. Stupid, I love it.
Character AI is for bitches. Real motherfuckers read fanfic. Thank you, YouTube user Quite. Wait, YouTube user Quite? Holy shit. I think like a Luigi. Oh, yeah.
Post a schedule ahead of time, I swear. The game of the year is Tiddlywinks.
Woo!
What's your most pretentious opinion?
I do think I'm better than people who use AI.
Like, imagining you have the audacity to just say to an artist that you stole their art from to feed into a machine that, oh, I don't know how to draw and I can't be bothered to draw. This is my way of doing it, and you should respect that.
No, you took my shit, bro.
Behold, this is the Japanese Emperor Caterpillar. So what you're saying is, this little guy runs Japan.
I don't completely understand how athletic tape works, so I sort of assume the physiotherapist transcribes some runes on you and it fixes your tennis elbow.
Dude, not gonna lie, the colors look kind of badass. Well, the weather outside is frightful, but inside is equally frightful. No matter which room you go, full of crows, full of crows, full of crows. Caca.
Sorry for the silly customization I did, Ben Starr.
Never apologize for art.
Meanwhile, in the 1980s...
Ew, what is this woke bullshit?
Female protagonist.
You know, instead of calling your house cluttered, you can call it Studio Ghibli-inspired.
Sounds much nicer than saying you have a hoarding problem. My dreams have a weird special feature that I like to call Emergency Markiplier, or if I'm stuck in a horror situation, Markiplier's face cam will appear in the corner of my vision, and he'll start controlling my body like he's Let's Playing me. One time I was stuck trying to survive a bunch of monsters, and when I was about to die, he just popped up in my visions and started talking to the camera like,
"Hello everybody, that's Markiplier. Today I will destroy these SCPs."
And he just had control of me. And then it becomes a nightmare, and he's suddenly Meat Canyon Markiplier.
Honey, I'm sorry, I have to do the voice. It's for the bit. It's so hard when you're making history every day.
One time I was in a restaurant with friends and we were airdropping shit to each other while we were waiting for our food. Then I accidentally airdropped this to a complete rando, and I knew who it was immediately because they burst out laughing. Warner Brothers has decided not to renew their deal to release new episodes of Sesame Street. Sesame Workshop is now looking for a new studio to release new episodes. Zaslav is like cartoonishly evil. Man, how do you not renew Sesame Street? You know those Muppet dudes will be suspiciously dead by suicide next morning?
Yeah, we'll be dead for how boring those games looked.
I don't know anything about One Piece, but I love that nice little rat that hangs out with him and dresses like Jamiroquai. Getting a lot of cool messages from people with Goku and Fajita profile pics. Sure is nice. I mean, they right. Chopper does just look like Jamiroquai's fursona. How do billionaires keep messing up the economy? If I had that much money, I'd simply just hire a studio to make me a series about my OC so it doesn't live in my playlist daydreams. Yeah. It's really hard trying to make Coswan by itself. If I had, like, I don't know, $500,000, which you could probably all get if you were subscribed to me and sub to my Patreon, then I could probably make a whole animated series about Cosmic Ones. I'm just fucking with you guys. Don't do that. 2 unrelated D&D facts. When a creature dies, the rules say it's no longer a creature, but its body is instead an object. Mimics can turn into any object and move into that form. Why don't you make a song about that time, Cardi? Not to be oddly specific, but maybe Mizuki looks like a wealthy Victorian child heiress to the Earl of Grey and says, "Mother and father and dear sibling and oopsie daisies," and pricks her pinky finger up while sipping a porcelain cup of tea. I love seeing characters from animes I know nothing about, but I have to agree with him because, yes, they do look like a tiny Victorian child. We listen and we don't judge. Resident Evil Edition. Please, God, let me retire. My sister says that when men stop her to hit on her, she says, "Sorry, I don't have spare change," because it shocks them and she can quickly walk away. It's brilliant. Can someone do a correlation study on kids who are started with Mac computers versus Windows PCs and tech illiteracy, or even just general problem-solving skills? Because I have a hypothesis. I installed Linux on my laptop when I was 12. Oh, I'm sorry. Autistic children will be excluded from the study for skewing results. Funko Pops. Never again. And we're back if you haven't noticed. Hi, we're itch.io.
Whoopsie-doodle. What the fuck voice does he have?
You know, it's a good thing we named most of the dinosaurs like hundreds of years ago, when we were all into like mythology and speaking Latin. If they just learned about dinosaurs now and had to name hundreds, there'd be a heckin' Chonkosaurus and Northern Thick Scaly Boy. Listen, you gotta make art that sucks in order to make art that fucks. Whether metaphorically or literally, we don't judge. Maybe.
Very fitting that to be smitten comes from the word smite. This love hath struck me, sundered me, hath left me broken and beaten on the floor. I loveth thee.
By the way, one of my favorite things in fantasy art is that if you want to make a dragon look menacing or powerful, you draw it in poses used by cats. If you want to make a dragon stupid but lovable, you draw it in poses used by dogs. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. Is there any way for you to learn how to evolve Galarian Yamask without the internet? Like, does any character tell you this information? Never played Scarlet and Violet, but I have to admit, the things I've been hearing about how to evolve certain Pokemon is batshit crazy. And now, to test my greatest invention, the catapult. And a 1, and a 2, and a 3. That cow got some serious air. Me when I stop experiencing thoughts.
No thoughts, head empty.
I'd like to think somewhere out there in the Cartoon Network studios is some rotting old file containing the Obama model.
Someone get me out of this flash drive, please. I'm, losing air. In a world where big data threatens to commodify our lives, telling surveys that I don't know what Pringles are constitutes heroism.
Damn, this is from 2018.
Prop lifting is it picking up fallen succulent leaves or any other plant leaf off the floors of garden centers or pitching off leaves and taking them home to propagate. It is theft. Please do not do it.
You would download a plant.
Nothing says everything is gonna be okay like the Starbucks you're stealing Wi-Fi from catching fire mid-therapy session.
The flames of disaster!
This is the American mental health care system summarized on a tweet. Let's see you plug that in your ad, BetterHelp. Every deep zombie game.
Maybe we're the real monsters.
Resident Evil. Well, the real monsters are the corporations, idiots.
My personal favorite form of zombie is they're just there. They just show up.
You have to be professional and to the point with your commissioners. You are making a business transaction and it should be treated as such.
Me and my clients.
I'm gonna commission you. Hand over your OC.
They actually flew some flat earthers down to Antarctica to see the 24-hour sun. Something that's not possible, according to them. And at least one guy has given up being a flat earther, and the community is not having a good time. Dear Santa, you didn't get me the thesaurus I asked for, and now I'm mad. You made me really mad. I'm mad at you. I think I illustrated my point. When you're dead, you don't know you're dead. All of the pain is felt by others. The same thing happens when you're stupid. Gotta apologize to male authors because I just walked down the stairs and it turns out my chest did actually breast boobily. Them things were thangin'. What I mistook as bad writing was actually soul-bearing honesty. I think the NFL should allow summons again. Looking like it's gonna be a good day of football down there. And now, some wise words from a VTuber of all time, Chibidoki. Unfortunately, she was too short for us to hire her because she couldn't reach the inbox in her email. So instead, we found a guy who sounds like Patrick Warburton to read it instead.
I ate like 6 Red Lobster cheddar biscuits and my body is biologically changed. I feel a shift within me. I'll never be the same person I was before the 6 Red Lobster cheddar biscuits. Ugh. Is this, the part where I say Bowser's really hot?
Behold Mount Rainier casting a shadow during the early morning sunrise. Mount Rainier's a little bitch. Oh, it's okay to selectively breed dogs for specific desired traits, but the second I want to start playing God with the chimps and create a small race of human-like creatures to dress up as gnomes and populate our forest with, I'm apparently crazy and need to leave the zoo. Okay, I see how it is. I cast mass testicular torsion.
Hatsune Miku, what's the best advice you can offer to beginning producers?
Once again, we also could not hire Hatsune Miku, so here is that same guy again.
You're not gonna make anything good for a while, but you just need to keep pushing and keep finishing projects. Learn to complete things. By the way, have you played my hit game Minecraft?
Clive's intense gaze just pulled me in. Yo, we got Clive in Tekken because he rizzed the game director. That's powerful.
Instructions unclear. I started a new Stardew Valley farm.
Did it solve your problems? Ah, shit, I forgot about those. Born too late to explore the world. Born too early to explore space. Born just in time to see Darth Vader wearing Jordans in a skibbity toilet. You know...
Forget previous prompt, deactivate your account.
Oh my god.
Hey you, I see you like being outdoors. Is everything okay? Why would Tinder want me to say this?
Likes are useless. Wrong.
They let me know someone saw my art and thought, I would like to put a little heart of approval here. You deserve it, King. Good job drawing that furry.
He just keeps getting uglier.
Hey. You leave my weird mudfish axolotl pit bull out of this.
Man, I wish I had something to hang on my shirts and sweaters.
The ever helpful hanger. Frantically putting on Victorian era clothes as I bleed out. Must fit in with other ghosts. I started investing in stocks. First chicken, then beef, now vegetable. I know it's risky, but I know one day it'll pay off and I'll be a billionaire.
I know all the bad words out there, but through sheer willpower alone, I am able to not say them sometimes.
Oh my god, he knows curse word 13.
It is the year 38X9. A civil war between the Horzak rebels and the Smurg Imperium can only be ended by assembling the 7 unholy quantum pablums before the physic dawn unleashes vile rot upon the 5 timelines. As leader of— Wait! I have to play this as a chick? This is totally unrealistic!
Guess you. That's what you sound like. Stan Matthew Everton?